Hello friends, I welcome you once again to this channel where we talk about proficiency exams, especially IELTS and other related information that we need in order to write and take the test and pass. Now today we are going to talk about writing. Writing test is one of the modules of the IELTS, of which we are tested on how we analyze, how we put our information together in writing, and then how we spell. It is important that we pay attention to certain things of which we are going to discuss today. Now, before we start to read and understand the particular question, we should understand the areas of assessment. Now, in the areas of assessment, those are the areas that we are going to be measured or we are going to be assessed. So it's important that we put all of that together, understand the areas of assessment so that we will be able to build and write a very good essay to get the score that we need. Now, the first area of assessment that we are going to look at is task achievement. Now, task achievement, out of the 4 areas of assessment, is expected, or you are expected, to be able to fulfill all the areas, write all the information that is needed in order to achieve the task that is given to you. So, did you answer the question properly? Did you touch on all the major areas of the question? Did you provide the necessary information on the question? These are the things that you must ask yourself when it comes to task achievement. The next area of assessment is cohesion and coherence. Cohesion and coherence is very important because we are looking at how you paragraph, how you organize your write-up, how you put all the information in perspective for it to appear as good and as a matured write-up as possible. Does your write-up make sense? Does the information that you provide, does it really give the right and then the necessary information that is supposed to be read from the question or on the question? Have you provided all of that? Those are the things that you have to pay attention to in the coherence and then the cohesion. Paragraphing, generally organization and structure, and then the sense that you make. So in effect, you have to be able to provide some level of information or idea that runs throughout from the introduction all the way to your last paragraph. The next area of assessment is lexical resource. Now, lexical resource, I normally say and describe lexical resource as the spice of English language, because a sentence or a paragraph that has a lot of lexical resource makes the information that is provided in the question or in the sentence or in the paragraph much more interesting. So you have to provide diversity in the description that you put in your sentence, and then also provide diversity in the description that you put in your paragraphs. So it's important that vocabulary is something that we have to build on before we can be able to provide the correct and the most informed essay as possible. The next area of assessment is grammatical range and accuracy. Now, the range within which you use your grammar. Now, grammar is very important because it is the backbone of English language. Therefore, we have to treat it as important as all the other areas of assessment. You have to know the tenses, you have to know all the grammatical rules and then those regulations that are necessary to apply when you are writing an essay. So you have to also develop your grammatical construction and then the range as well as its accuracy. It's important that we pay attention to this aspect of our write-up. This is what I want to share with you today. Now, the format of the writing test is such that we have 2 different tasks that we are going to answer questions on. Task 1 and task 2. We are supposed to fulfill these 2 tasks. With the academic test, the task 1 is highly diagrammatic in nature, where you'll be given a diagram in relation to other things, that's like a graph, a map, a process or a flow chart, a table. Exactly, these graphs will be present, or you answer questions on these graphs in task 1. So the general format of the test: in task 1, you are expected to spend 20 minutes and write 150 words. But in task 2, you are expected to spend 40 minutes and write 250 words. So generally, you realize that task 2 is twice what is expected of you in task 1. So you have to know how to work your way around when answering questions on task 2. That is to say, task 1 is diagrammatic, especially for the academic test, and task 2 is a general or social issue. But if it is a general test that you're taking, the task 1 is mostly a letter, formal letter, a semi-formal, or an informal letter. And then the task 2 for the general test is also a general societal issue. So this is basically the format of the test and then the areas of assessment for the writing test. Thank you very much for watching. I'll come your way next time with a lot of facts on writing. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to our channel and then try to get more information on IELTS.